Okay, one of the key areas we need to look at and work on is exam practice, and in particular 15-mark questions at this point in time. We are going to look at and explore short answer questions as well, and we will be exploring 10-mark questions, but we're going to learn over this session to develop our understanding of how to write an exam question. What I'm going to ask you to do is produce a plan, and then you're going to evaluate that plan in groups. So, the exam question which I want you to look at is this one. Examine the evidence used to investigate long, medium and short-term climate change. So we've got three different areas here. You should be able to use your notes from the previous lesson. What I want you to do is just pause the video and actually write down a plan of how you would go about answering this question. Think about what the key words are. There's a key concept in here, examine. It doesn't say explain, it says examine. That means that to get the top marks, you need to be evaluating and considering the reliability of these different methods. How reliable are our long-term methods? How reliable are our medium-term methods? And how reliable are our short-term methods? So put your plan together, and then we'll look at how you go about answering this. So, this is the indicative content. Now, you notice level 4, 13 to 15, well structured, which discusses a range of evidence for the three timescales. To get the top marks, and even to get into the 9 to 12 marks, you really need to be considering all three timescales. Okay, the weaker answers and those people who do least revision will be in the level 2 getting 5 to 8 because they haven't got the concept of timescales in their heads. You then need to be exploring them in depth and considering the specifics of these ideas. So they give you examples in the indicative content up here. So they talk about, in the medium term, the Little Ice Age painting. So you could use as an example the image of the Frost Fair from 1694 as evidence for this. Evidence for short term, rising sea levels, ecosystem change. But you must be specific. If you're not specific, you cannot get into the level 3s. Okay, it just gives you a vague answer. And again, this is a revision issue. So you need to be making sure you're understanding these concepts clearly and in depth. Have a look through your plan, and all I want you to do is evaluate your plan and give yourself a level. You can give yourself a mark if you want to as well. Write down what you've done well, and then say what you can do to improve. This final slide's from the examiner's report, and all it does is actually talks about some different issues and different things which students were aware of and students weren't aware of. This was a particularly well answered question, but it was also an avoided question, which is a bit strange because it is one of the more easy things to actually answer when you consider it's very much a content-based essay. So, have a read through this content and think about where your work matches up to this. I hope this helps with your understanding.